welcome back. Of course, I hope you already have an amazing day so far. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Yanni and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. On this channel, you will find every Saturday new Christmas inspiration, but with a twist, so you can use it always in your daily decor. And on every Wednesday, we are doing a seasonal decor. That can be Valentine, it can be spring, it can be Easter, it can be anything. So you will find here lots of inspiration. If you like this content, of course, I hope you will consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. That would help my channel a lot. Enough talking. So for today, we are going to make something which is really famous in the Netherlands, and these are our windmills. And our windmills is called in the Netherlands molen. So we are going to make two windmills and we are going to decorate it. So get out your glue gun and of course take out your tumbling towel blocks and we are going to do this DIY together. For this DIY we need a couple of tumbling towel blocks and we are going to need a couple of the wooden slices, and I use this is the bigger one but I will use a little bit of the smaller ones. But of course I use this wooden, but of course you can use also a piece of cardboard if you have that laying around, so it doesn't matter, you can use the wood but you also can use a piece of cardboard. Of course all of the DIYs are always easy and on a budget, so use whatever you have laying around. I have my blocks on the table. Of course, I hope you also have your blocks on your table and you're doing it together with me. If you don't, I hope you just enjoy watching. We are going to do it step by step. We are going to start with the under part of our windmill. So we are going to do the bottom, and the bottom will be two blocks just glued to each other. And I will make two versions because we are going to make two windmills. Press it down and remove the glue immediately. So I did already one, so we have two bottoms of our windmills. We are laying it over here. Now we're going to, for our smaller windmill, so we are going to do a series of 3 blocks together like this. And we're going to do the last one like this. And we are going to make 3 pieces of 3. So this will be the second one like this. It is very easy, and I thought I am a Dutch lady, so have to make in one time. I have to make a windmill because the Netherlands is very familiar from their windmills. So I did figure out the way I can at least make a decor decorated windmill, of a windmill which is for your decorations. I think that's a little bit better English, at least I hope. This I hope. And of course in Dutch we call a windmill is here windmolen. Windmolen. So the Dutch word of this video is of course windmolen, and it is just a windmill. We have 3 of them. We are going to glue all 3 of them together like this and just squeeze it like this very hard. Remove the glue and again the top like this, and we are going to squeeze it again. Now we are going to make the second one, and the second one of course we are laying this also on top of here. We are going to make the second windmill a little bit bigger because I like one smaller one and one bigger one. And of course you also can make an even bigger one because this one will be with 4 pieces of 3, but you also can do maybe a smaller one with 2 blocks of 3, and you can go very big and then you can do 5 blocks of 3. So this will be already the second one of the bigger windmill like this. This is the second one. We are going for the third one like this, and the third block I need. And of course I need to remove the glue because you see already, or else it doesn't fit on top of each other. That's really important. Just remove your glue every time and again. I can't say it enough. The last one And of course I need some glue. The last of 3. And this is number 2 and the number 3. And of course, like I always say, if you don't want to see it, how it's made, really go skip forward. I understand. Sometimes a DIY can take a lot of time from you, but for the people who love to see it, how I make it step by step, that's why I do it in front of you. We have 4, and again, we're also going to glue this 4 on top of each other again. Place it down and squeeze it real hard. And again, the third one, like this. Squeeze it and press it down. And you see already, if you're looking good, you can see already that my blocks are from the same package, but not always the same measurements. But that's maybe when it is a little bit cheaper, then maybe your blocks are not the same. I will show it to you. You can see already they are not really totally fitting on top of each other, but I don't mind because later when you wax it, you don't see it anymore. So I am going to do my glue away like this. You see here we made the bigger one, the smaller one, and of course the stand for our windmill. What we need is of course the turning wheel on top of our windmill. So I'm going to lay it over here and lay this one over here. What we're going to do, and that's where I need my little rounds, and I did 2 of this kind of rounds, and you can use, of course, like I said earlier, a piece of cardboard. What we're going to do, we're just going to place the blocks like this to each other, so we leave a little square open like this, but they are attaching each other like this. So take your time for it, that it looks very nice. Like this. What we're going to do, we are going to take our glue gun and we are going to go over with the glue on the sides, and of course a little bit over here, but the middle is not really necessary. And now we are going to place it, I hope, in the middle. At least I hope. And or else we have a windmill which is not totally straight like this. You see, this is what I mean. And now you have your own top of your windmill. And how easy is this? You see, like it. And if you're going to place it on top of here, you already get your own little windmill. So we're going to make the second one. So it's, like I said, it is very easy. Just place them like this. Place this one on top, over here, and they are just attaching each other like this. And you, like I said, take a little bit of the time to do it. Again, do some glue on the lines of your round. And I will measure up in a moment how big my round will be. Now I'm going to place it in the middle. Like this. And again, you have your second one. The tops are, the windmills are finished, but when I turn them over, you see already, you see in the inside, you see some glue. I don't like that, so I will finish it off, and I take again 2 of the same rounds and I measure them out because I have here my centimeter, and it is 5 centimeter big. So in a diagonal, if I am correct, at least in the round, he is 5 here and 5 over here. So if you measure out 5 centimeters, I don't know if it is in inches, maybe 2.5, if I am correct, but please look it up. But they are not really so big. So I'm going to do a little bit of glue on top only of here, a little on this block, a little on this block, and a little on this block. So I'm sure that I don't have the same mistake like I did with the other one. And just place it on top and try to get him on the same length. So now you have both sides the same. And of course I will do here the same, a little bit over here, a little bit on this side, and on this side. You see already, here you see the glue. And now I'm going to lay my round in the middle, and I try to get it as even as I can, like this. Now we already have the parts of our windmill, and now we're going to give it some paint and a little bit of wax before we glue everything together. So the first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint this in the black color, and I'm using the school board paint. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to dab it in and just give it one layer, because the school board paint is always thick enough just to give it one layer. And I love the school board paint because it gives a matte finish, so that's why I'm using the school board paint. But of course, if you like more of the not really a farmhouse style, then maybe you can do it in the white color, or maybe distressing it. You can do anything you like. This is just always, like I say, an inspiration. So I will put both of them in the black color right now. So, and then we're going to do the next step. The first side of our windmill is drying. Later on I do the back side. So I lay it around to rest for a little moment. I almost kicked you over. Then you were laying on your back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do the tops and the back side of the rounds in the black color. But I don't do it with some paint, because I am afraid that I paint the sides also, and I don't want that, because this one will be in the furniture wax. So I'm just taking a very simple marker, and I'm just going over the tops with the marker and paint it in the black color. It's the same like you do it with some paint, only this is a little bit less chance that you go over it and put it on your block. So I will do this too. Now we're going to do the parts we are going to do in some furniture wax. A lot of you already know, when you follow me already for a little while, I always buy the cheaper brand of furniture wax. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the, I think it's a little bit colored dark brown, this one. Of course, sometimes you also can get it in a neutral color, but this is dark brown. So I'm going to place all the blocks and of course also the wings of the windmill in some furniture wax. All parts are in the furniture wax. What I'm going to do, I'm taking a piece of kitchen towel, and then I'm going to take the piece I did in some furniture wax, because I always do it a little bit thicker so it gets enough of my wax, and I'm going to go over it and wipe everything I don't need from the wax away, so it stays a nice clean piece of yeah, this will be the underside, but you know what I mean. Just go over it and remove the wax you don't need. I will do all of them, and then we're going to build it together. I have all the parts on the table, the painted one, the middle piece of the windmill, the tops, and of course the bottoms. But I was thinking, if I have this big one and I want to have it standing up here, that doesn't have any support. I didn't think about it, so that's really not really smart for me. So what I did, I just broke open the little blocks. I just broke them open, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue some glue on each side. I'm glue this one on this side, and I'm going to glue this one on this side, and then it has a really steady base. So we are going to do that first, like this, because or else he will fall off every time again. My glue gun is keeping it quit for today because he doesn't want anymore. So she's already stopped. So I'm going to do some glue on this side. And I'm going to glue some glue on this side, like this. And I'm going to do this one on here. So now we're going to place this one here, and we're going to place this one over here, like this. And then squeeze both of them together, like this. And keep it in place for a little moment. And you see already, now he's in between, like this. And now he can really stand on his own, because the tops were really too heavy. So don't make the same mistake like I did. Just keep them apart. I'm going to look. Oh, this one is also going open, but he is already breaking. So I have to, to do this part together. You see already, even when you are DIYing, everything can go wrong. So now I have also the parts of the smaller one, and you see already I also show you the things that doesn't going right, because of course this is also part of a DIY, things that go wrong, because not every DIY is going perfect, at least not my DIYs. So maybe with the people who are very great in DIYing, maybe there is everything going right, but not with me. Like this, I have to squeeze it again, keep it in place for a little second until it is dried up, and then we also have our second stand of our windmill, like this. You see, 1 and 2, and like this. It's very easy, and now he's really steady to stay. Now we're going to place the top of the windmill on here. So we're going to do this on here. We do some glue on the back side of the round, like this. I have to look if I have it on the right side when I glue it. This side, and I have to look if I have the correct height, because you don't want to go wrong. Do some glue on the middle, like this. And now you're going to place it almost on top, like this. And I squeeze it like this. I show it to you this way. And just wait a little second. And then you see already your own little windmill. And of course we have to decorate it, but the base is already finished. Before we're going to decorate it, you see already I have two blocks again. What I'm going to do, because I want to decorate it, you can for all seasons, so you can do it for Christmas, for Valentine, for anything you like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one block and I'm going to glue this on the front, exactly on this height. I will show it to you like this on the sideways. Maybe this a little better to see. So I will take my glue. I will do some glue on the sides like this, and this is just an option. If you don't want to do it, it's also fine too. So I will glue it on top of here, and then I show you in a moment. So have a little second with me, like this. And you see, this is what I mean. Just do it like this, and now you see this on the front. And I will do this also, of course, in some furniture wax. Very easily, just take your furniture wax again and just make it also in the brown color, like this. Now you have a little backspace behind it to put some little Christmas trees behind it, or maybe a picture or something else. So this gives you a little backside for your your decorations. So of course you can also use it just as the windmills, then you don't have to use it, but I think I will show it to you with some decorations behind it. So, and now we are really ready to decorate. I placed you now on this side of my table. You see already, I now give you a little bit inspiration for how you can use it for the Christmas season, but even keep it very simple. At least I like simple, but you can decorate it all way you like. I took just 3 little butter brush trees, and of course I remove the stems like this. And what I'm going to do, I take one bigger one and 2 of the smaller ones like this, and I'm going to place them just behind it like this, and the smaller ones like this on this side and one on this side like this. Now you already have a nice little display already on your windmill, and you still can do, I have here some berries, just keep them apart, just fold the little thread around it, and I'm going to place one little berry in between here, and I'm going to place one in the other side in between, and I have to work a little bit with it to get it inside because I have to squeeze it like this and like this. And you see, and now you already have a nice little display for the Christmas. And of course you can do the same way with the bigger one. And we can do it, of course, for the spring season. You can do, or for the Easter season, you can do a bunny in front of here. Just place it behind it. And you also can do some little flowers. But you will see that in a moment. I told you I show you also a little bit with the, maybe a little bit spring Easter little display. So what we're going to do, we're going to take out our berries and our little trees like this. And what we're going to do right now, I just took a couple of some greenery, some little bit of the white flowers. You can buy them at Dollar Tree. Here we buy them in a garden center. It's a little bit close to the German border, but it is a really nice garden center and they have really cheap greenery. So I always buy my greenery, a lot of them there. So I have a little bit of this, and I have a little bit of some. You also use it as the Easter season. I don't know how you call it here in English. Here in the Netherlands we call it wilgentakken. Wilgentakken. So another Dutch word, wilgentakken. I don't know how you call it in English. I use little pieces of this one and some of the a bit of the lavender, but in the white color. I don't know if I will use everything, but we will see. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a little bit of this one, and of course you can also do a little piece of oasis or styrofoam behind it like this. And if you see it already, the trees had some snow on them, so they did go a little snow on top of here, but you can do just a little bit if you want to paint over it and you are fit to go. But I show it to you this way. It's very easy. Just place a little bit of greenery behind it, keep it in place for a little moment, just do some couple of the white flowers like this behind it, and place them, this one, place them on top of here, and I am going to do this one behind it and another one, a smaller one behind it like this. I just pull it off like this and cut off the ends like this, and again place it behind it. So you have already a nice little display for your flowers. And of course I should have used styrofoam because everything is falling apart. I will take a little piece of styrofoam, and there you are again. After a little placement of a little piece of styrofoam, you see already I have a nice little display, just a piece of greenery, a little two pieces of this little, I think you call it baby, baby, at least I think here in the Netherlands we call it gipskruid, but you call it baby. I have to look it up, but it's something with baby, and a little piece of my lavender and some of the pieces of the wilgentak, I call it, just in the Dutch. What I'm going to do, because this is for the spring season, but if you want to change it up a little bit more for the Easter season, just take a faux little carrot, just use some little pig, of course, like this, just a little, you call them pigs if I am correct. Just place them in the underside of your carrot like this, and then we are going to place them on each side, one sideways on this one, and we're going to place another one on this one. I'm sorry, you show it to you in a moment, don't worry. I have to place it correctly like this. And you see already, now you already changed it up for the Easter season. And I think it looks very nice. So in a moment you see the end reveal. And here you see finally the end reveal of our two little windmills we made from tumbling tower blocks. And you saw it is so easy to make and you can use it for any season at all. I did it for this impression is for the spring and Easter season, and I show it to you right now a little bit closer, and later you will see the one with the Christmas inspiration. And here you see also the reveal of our Christmas inspiration. And I am so in love with those cute little butter brush trees you can place so easily in front of the windmill with those blocks on front. So I hope you also had on this Saturday the blocks on the table and did this DIY together with me. If you just came over to watch, I am so thankful for that and so happy, and I hope you enjoyed it. In a moment I show it to you a little bit closer, but for now, thank you so much for being here and spending a little moment in this weekend together with me. If you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing to my All About Christmas channel and give me a thumbs up. And of course, our main channel, Deco Easy, you will find everything down below in my description box. So go ahead, check it out. For now, I wish you all a beautiful rest of your weekend. And if you see it on a weekday, I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. And I hope to see you Wednesday. Bye.